Right. So, Shay, I said that the last question was for you. So you got it correct. So you'll explain it, right? So I remembering that you, last question. Nice. Serena, you will help me with 1A, and Shayna, you'll help me with 1B. So Serena, let's start off with 1A. I'm not sure if I'll be able to hear you, but give it a go.
Hi, sir.
Okay, wait, guys, none of you all unmute, Because Serena's volume is so low, I'm going to raise up the volume on my speakers. If you all unmute, you all will deafen me because I have like 6 speakers here and I'm going to raise the volume. So, Shay, Isaiah, and Shayna, try not to. I will tell Olive when I could unmute. If Olive unmute, I will jump. I will die. Look at my heart attack. Right? So, Serena, just talk and I'll keep raising the volume until I could hear you.
Okay.
So, Serena, just say something.
Hi. Could you hear
Um,
me?
Excellent.
say something.
Hello.
Okay, I can barely hear you. Guys, none of you all unmute, or I will dead if all you all unmute. Because like I said, I have like 6 speakers. Please don't unmute. Right. So Serena, let's begin. When we're rationalizing, right? We have to multiply by the what on top and what's on the bottom. That's with C.
The conjugate.
Right. What is the conjugate? If we have minus 4 plus root 7, what's the conjugate of that?
It would be minus 4 minus root 7.
Right? Minus 4. Right? So on top, we're going to multiply everything by 2. So what is 2 by minus 4?
Minus 8.
2 by minus root 7.
Minus 2 root 7.
Right? And in the bottom, notice that we have A plus B by A minus B. This is an example of difference of two squares, right?
Yeah.
And so anytime you have difference of two squares, your answer would always be what?
A squared minus B squared.
Can you recognize what A would be in this case?
A would be minus 4.
Right, so we're going to write minus 4. I have a question. Am I going to write minus 4 squared like this? Or am I going to put minus 4 in brackets?
Put minus 4 in brackets.
Right, because that entire thing is A. Right, so minus 4 squared minus what?
Minus 7 squared in brackets.
So root 7 squared.
Yes, sorry. Root 7 squared in brackets.
Okay, cool. Let's continue. So on top, that's just going to be minus 8 minus 2 root 7. In the bottom, minus 4 squared is what?
Positive 16.
Right? 16 and root 7 squared is 7. So 16 minus 7. Lovely. On top, we have to leave that the same. Minus 8 minus 2 root 7. Right? And what is 16 minus 7?
9.
Can we simplify that or are we going to leave it like that?
Leave it like that.
Right. Now, Serena,
Yes, sir.
last class yesterday we looked at factorization. If the denominator was something like 4, enter could have pull out factors of 2 on top, and then I would end up with 2 by something over 4, and I could have simplified.
Yeah.
Yeah, but over here we have minus 8 and minus 2 on top. They have factors of 2, but we have 9 in the bottom. So that wouldn't make sense, right? Because if we pull out a factor of 2, um a factor of 8 and 2, which would be 2. 9 wouldn't make sense because it don't have a number that could go into 2 and 9. So we're gonna leave it like this. Yeah, agree?
Yes, sir.
Nice. So wait, guys, don't unmute just yet. I'm gonna load on the volume. All right. Yeah. Okay. Shina, um, was it you that said to do part B with?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. So let's do part B now. Tell me what to do.
You find the square root of minus root 4.
Wait, what? I'm a little confused by that. So you want to rationalize. So what we're gonna multiply by on the top and bottom?
Okay. We multiply by the conjugate
right? So all the conjugate is the same thing and just changing the sign in the middle. So just multiply by the same thing, but just change the sign in the middle. So what would that be?
7 plus root 4.
I mean 7 plus
I
root
mean root 3. Sorry.
3, right? And if I do that in the denominator, I'm going to do that in the numerator as well. And so now we're going to expand. So to expand this, I'm going to say minus root 4 by 7, minus root 4 by root 3, 2 by 7, and 2 by root 3. So I want you to tell me what I'll end up with. What will I end up with? So what is minus root 4 by 7? Sheena? I mean, you did do the homework, so I'm expecting you to be able to answer. You guys are hearing me, right? Yeah or no? Are you all hearing me? Okay, the math thumbs up. Sheena, I need you to help me with the question. I don't know about hard maths. I need you to help me. Okay, we're not hearing from Sheena. Isaiah, you want to take it fast?
Well, we subtract 7 root 4.
Right? So that's gonna be minus 7 root 4. What is minus root 4 by plus root 3?
Subtract 12.
Yeah, and I'll just say, though, everybody have different ways of learning something. So I'll just say subtract instead of negative. I mean, that's fine. That's fine. Right? So minus 7 root 4 for that. And this would be minus root 12. Right? What would happen in the denominator, Isaiah? The denominator is an example of what?
Difference of 2 squares.
Right? So it's just going to be a squared. What is a?
7
Right? 7 squared minus root 3
root 3.
squared. And so
So
on
be
top, that's
49.
going to be minus 7 root 4 minus root 12. Now, I have a question for you, right? Um, Wait. Okay, all right. That root 4, I just put that there to make it look hard, But Isaiah, what do we know root 4 is? What is the square root of 4?
2.
2. So it wouldn't leave square root of 4. We could simplify that. In the denominator, 7 squared is 49. Root 3 squared is just 3. On top, you're going to end up with minus 7 by 2 minus root 12. Isaiah, is there any other way I could write root 12?
3 root 4.
Say that again.
3 root 4.
So I could write as the square root of 3 by 4. Yeah. And in the denominator, we're going to have 49 minus 3, which is 46. Cool. Minus 7 by 2, that's going to be minus 14. Then we have 3 by 4. So Isaiah, if you're multiplying inside of a student, you can split it up.
Yeah. Split
So I
into
can
root
split it
3
up into,
times root
yeah,
4.
root 3 by root 4 all over 46. And what is the square root of 4?
2.
Right? So you're going to end up with minus 2 root 3 all over 46. Now, let me ask you this. Do you think this is the simplest answer? Yeah or no? Let me hear. Shay, do you think that that is the simplest answer?
No.
I'm not hearing you properly. I'm going to raise the volume. Say that again.
No.
No?
No.
Why is that?
Uh, I don't know.
If you're not confident with something, don't say yes, eh? Don't say yes. Imagine if somebody in a plane, right? And somebody cap out and they say, hey, anybody can do CPR? And you say, yeah, yeah, I can do CPR. And then they ask you, you know what CPR is? You say no. Don't do that, eh? Don't do that shit. Um, so here what? If we look at minus 14 and we look at minus 2, or just simply think of it as 14 and 2, are there any common factors between 14 and 2? Tell me, Shay, any common factors?
2.
2, right? So if I pull out 2, what would I write on the inside? What by 2 is minus 14,
7. Well, into 7.
right? And what by 2 would be minus 2 root 3,
What by 2 equals to minus root 3?
minus root 3, is it?
Yeah.
Great. And we end up with this over 46. I think you can see the move you had to make, right? Very similar to yesterday's class in maths. So what's the next move you had to make?
I
Tell me.
low-key don't know.
Say that again.
I low-key don't know.
You low-key don't know? Come now. You could figure this out. We have 2 multiplied by something all over 46. Forget about this.
Just,
Forget this even exists.
oh, you just divide the, cancel out the 2 and the 46 each other.
Right, so 2 into 2 is 1. 2 into 46 is?
23.
Right. So this is the simplest form you could get. If you didn't do up to this, you probably would have, like if the question was with 4 marks, I'd probably get 3 marks. Yeah. Right, but Shay, I trust I understand that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And you see that kind of shaky.
Yeah.
What making you feel weird about it? What about it have you feeling unconfident?
I think it's because I just got the answer wrong.
Say that again.
I think it's just because I got the answer wrong.
What did you get for the answer? Did you do up to this part?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Well, you didn't get the question wrong. You just didn't simplify it as much as possible, right? Don't say it like that. You're making it sound like it's the end of the world. You didn't get it wrong. You did not get it wrong. Right? So adding the extra simplification. Because if they ask you to simplify as much as possible, you would kind of need to write this answer. Sheena, so that your left hand join back. Is everything okay?
Yes.
No, Sheena. I said Sheena. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Sheena, notice that sometimes you'll be talking and then you'd mute, and I wouldn't hear you for a little while. Like now, this is an example. I'm not hearing you.
Um, so
Yeah, everything okay?
yes, sir.
Okay, you were supposed to do this question with me, this one. Um, let me check your working. Let's see what you did up to.
So the thing is, right, with this question, I did it, and somebody told me I did it wrong, and so I do it over. And so the first time, I was more correct than the second time. So I don't know. Yeah.
Hmm. Okay, I see in some problems over here. Okay, I see in some. So we had to work on this, We had to work on this. You had to get this. All right, so does everybody have the extra bits copied down? Shane,
Yes, yeah.
you have the extra bits copied down?
Give me 1 second.
1 second. Okay. Sheena, when they're done, I will do back this question with you. But I need you to stay unmuted, okay? Yeah or no? Because I saw that you did it wrong. I would like to
Okay.
address the issue with you. And don't feel shame. You're learning, right? Don't feel any kind of way. Right? So Shina, when you finish copying down the extra parts, you will leave your mic unmuted and we'll run through the question together.
I'm done.
Okay, Serena, did you copy down the extra parts?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Serena, so that you got 0 on top. Let's address that issue now. So, Serena, if possible, I'd like you to explain how you got the 0.
I was very confused with this question. Um,
Wait, so let me check back my working. Let me check back my working. Make sure everything is correct to I, right? Well, if I made a mistake, let me check back. Right, so that'll be minus 7 root 4, right?
It also got 0.
Oh, yes, yes. Could somebody tell me what was the mistake that was made here? I only multiplied the minus 4 by the 7 and the root 3. So yeah, right? We're supposed to expand that out. So let's do that quickly. But at least you all got to see how to simplify. So let's just correct that issue real quick. And there are two ways you can actually go about the question. So Shina, are you there?
Yes, sir.
So I'd like you to stay unmuted, right? So don't mute yourself. Stay unmuted. Shina?
Mm.
Yeah, so stay unmuted, right? So let me show you the easier approach first. I'm going to show you the easier approach. Let's try to simplify this thing before we do anything. Let me try to do that. And Shina, I believe this is what you did. So
Yes.
what is root 4?
The square root of minus root 4.
What is the square root of 4? What would that be?
2.
That'll be 2. So we're going to put minus 2 plus 2 all over 7 minus root 3. Right? 7 minus root 3. What is minus 2 plus 2?
It'll cancel to 0.
Yeah, and we're going to end up with 0 over 7 minus root 3. Um, anytime you have something, anytime you have this example, your answer is just going to be 0. Let me give you a reason why. Shayna, if you had 0 over 5, how much 5s it going to take to make a 0?
0.
Yeah,
Anything divided by 0.
yeah. So this is going to be 0. So this is the answer. The mistake I made, I didn't fully expand it out. But you didn't have to do all of that for this question because there was a third that you could have simplified. But just for the practice, I'm going to show the unnecessary working. Right. So, my bad. Shay, I guess you had the correct answer now.
Yes.
Yeah. If I make any mistakes, point it out, I am not 100% correct all the time. I'm human as well. So let's do the other method. So Shayna, let's do this quickly, right? So minus root 4 plus 2 all over 7 minus root 3. So Shayna, if we want to rationalize, you'd multiply the top and bottom by the,
Conjugate.
right? And so what would be the conjugate of 7 minus root 3?
7 plus root 3.
Right? So let me speed through this. On top, we're gonna multiply like this. Right? So what is minus root 4 by 7? Minus root 4 by 7.
Minus 7 root 4.
Right? What is minus root 4 by plus 3? Plus root 3?
minus root 12.
Correct. Then we have 2 by 7. All right, that'll be 14. And then we have 2 plus root 3. Okay. Are you guys seeing any mistakes there? Right. Okay, I'm not seeing any mistakes. Let's continue. In the denominator, what would the denominator work out to, Shana? It's going to be the same as this one. But we didn't actually work it out there, but just use difference of two squares. That'll be 7 squared. That would be 7 squared minus root 3 squared. So this would work out to be what? 7 squared minus root 3 squared would be what?
49 minus 3. Well,
Right?
46.
Right. Let's check out the top because we know we're supposed to get 0 on top, right? We know we're supposed to get 0 on top. So minus 7 root 4. What is root 4? Root 4 is 2, right? So this whole thing is going to turn to minus 7 by 2, which is minus 14. So she and I are with me, right?
Yes, sir.
And then we have minus root 12. What's another way I could write root 12? Root what by root what? What's to get back 12? What would you say? What would you multiply to get back 12?
600.
Nah, remember what I told you. Ideally, you want to use perfect squares. So what perfect square could we use to get back 12? So like, for example, 1 by 1 is 1. That's 1 is a perfect square. 2 by 2 is 4. 4 is a perfect square.
3.
4 and 3, right? Nice. Plus 14 plus 2 root 3. If you look at this carefully, Shana, what is minus root 4? That's just going to be what? What's that going to be?
Minus 2.
Yeah, minus 2. And what's going to happen on top? You seen anything that could cancel off on top? Let's check it.
Minus 2 and positive 2.
We have minus 14 and plus 14. And we also have minus 2 root 3 and plus 2 root 3. So everything on top would cancel off. And so you just get 0 over 46, which is just 0. Right? Obviously, this is the much smarter approach. So in any third question, see if at the start you can simplify immediately. That's the advice I would give you. Yeah. So Shay, sorry about that. You could erase the extra part you copied down, but at least now you know how to simplify further if you ever get a question like that. Right? So good job there, Shayna. Shay, let's do question 2 really fast. And this is supposed to be root 3, not 2 root 3. So what's the first thing I should do?
Separate the two fractions, basically, and rationalize each one.
Okay, sure.
That's what I did.
Right, that's correct. So you would say 1 over root 3 plus 1, right? And I'd multiply that by root 3 minus 1 because that's the conjugate. What are we going to get on top? 1 by anything is itself.
Yeah.
So, and what about the denominator?
That'll be 3 minus 1.
Right? Because root 3 squared is 3. 1 squared is 1. So 3 minus 1. So you end up with root 3 minus 1
Over 2.
over 2. Nice. And then for the
Then
other one,
you do the same, just opposite signs.
yeah. Right, so now we over 2 as well. Right, so now when we combine these two back, we are going to get root 3 minus 1 all over 2. So, Shayna, I want you to tell me, did I lose you? Be very honest.
No, sir.
Nope. Okay, so what am I gonna write next? So root 3 minus 1 over 2 plus what?
Plus root 3 plus 1 over 2.
Right. Plus root 3 plus 1 over 2. And she, what was the next thing you had to do? I remember you telling me you don't know what to do from this point. What's the next thing you're gonna do?
You basically just added the numerators.
Right? That's all you had to do because I have the same denominator. And so that would work out to be root 3 minus 1, right? Plus root 3 plus 1, and this whole thing will be over 2. So if you notice, Shay, what are the like terms on top?
-1, +1, which is 0, and then the root 3's.
Right? This and this would be 0. And how much root 3's we have?
2.
2, so that'll be 2 root 3. Um, yeah, that'll be 2 root 3. And what's gonna happen here?
Just cancel out the 2's and you get root 3.
Bam. Earlier, I'm hoping for a CSEC question like this to come for the year, right? You know how much people gonna get us wrong? Shay, do you know? When when
Probably a majority.
when school start back, I'll wait to just get your friend this question and ask them if they could do it. Yeah, do that. See what happen.
Alright.
Yeah. So here what? We are finished with SIDS. Does anybody have any questions about SIDS? Tell me. Because like we're officially done with SIDS. Yeah, no, maybe. Anybody? Sure, you know how it is be to not hear anybody.
I don't have any
So,
questions.
so like this, you're all good, right?
Yeah.
Serena, is there anything in SIDS you'd like me to go over? I remember it. Was it you that told me you had a little bit of trouble with this question? Oh no, you told me you was confused about B. Serena, do you understand part B now?
Serena
Like,
said she understands.
you actually did the correct thing, right? You did the correct thing. Right, so let's move on to indices. By the way, guys, what are your favorite colors? It looking like my favorite color is pink, but it's actually blue. In the past, most of my students were females, so I use pink. They really like to see pink. And it's the same trend here. I don't know why most of my students is girls. I guess girls more studious than boys. I guess that. I guess that is the case. Should you agree?
I don't know. I think they're more competitive.
Say that again?
I think girls are more competitive.
You think girls more
Competitive.
competitive?
Yeah.
Isaiah, you think that's true?
I think most boys just be like more slack off,
Yeah,
and girls are be serious. I mean more serious.
that is my reasoning as well, right? I wouldn't see it as competitive. I just think most boys don't really them a business, them doing something else, them lying and thing. Right? But girls be a little more serious about their studies. So let's start the foundation for the rules of indices. So these are the rules you need to know. So rules. Number 1, a to the power m multiplied by e to the power n would be equal e to the power m plus n. And let me give all the example from where this rule comes from. Right? Yeah, so nobody tell me what's your favorite color? Shay, what's your favorite color?
Purple.
Purple. Okay, well, I'll use some more purple. You like this shade of purple?
Yeah.
Based on your response, I guess not. You can tell me, you prefer like a darker purple or
Yeah.
hmm.
My bag is dark purple. I like dark purple.
Oh, okay. I find that a bit too dark.
I like the
Okay. Um, Isaiah, Shayna, Serena, what's all your favorite colors? I will use it in the notes more. So like the notes go feel more homey. They go feel more personal.
I'm too indecisive to pick a favorite color.
Well, you will like yourself because these notes look like the rainbow.
Serena said dark.
Dark blues. Okay. Well, I mean, this is a relatively dark blue, so would. So why, when we have the same base and we multiply and do we add the powers? Let's look at the most basic example. Let's just say we have 2 to the power 3 multiplied by 2 to the power 1. So, Shina, doesn't this mean 2 by 2 by 2, right? That's 2 to the power 3, multiplied by 2 to the power 1, which is just by 2. Yeah or no? Some of you are confused.
Yes, sir.
And so you understand that you would end up with, so we have 2 to the power 3, which means you have 2 by itself 3 times, and over here you have 2 by itself 1 time. So if you're multiplying and you have the same base, you would end up with 2 multiplying by itself 4 times. So do you understand why you would add the powers?
Yes, sir.
Cool. Right. The other rule you need to know is that a to the power m all over a to the power n is equal to what? If multiplication was addition, what do you think division would be?
Subtraction.
Right, subtraction. And why is that? Let's look at a quick example. Here what? Serena, give my example. Fast. Here. Now here is Serena. She give my example like real fast. Give my example.
I don't know. See, I
So
don't
just
know.
all you're gonna do, right, Shay, you're just gonna tell me um two numbers where the bases are the same and you're raising it to different powers. That's all.
It's
And
3
dividing it.
to the power 3 to the power 6 over 3 to the power 2.
Okay, so Shay, if we have 3 to the power 6, that means that we have 3 multiplying by itself how much times?
6 times.
Yeah, 6 times. So yeah or no, you go with that, right?
Yeah.
And then we are dividing by 3 to the power 2. So that would be 3 by itself 2 times. Now, since we are dividing, wouldn't we take away 2 of the 3's from the bottom with 2 of the 3's on top? That makes sense? So we are dividing, so the 2 3's in the bottom would cancel off with 2 3's on top. Can you see directly where the minusing comes from?
Yes.
Yeah, because you're canceling off. And so you end up with 3 to what power?
3 to the power 4.
Right, which is the same thing as 6 minus 2, 3 to the power 4. So hear this now. You feel like you want to do this in the exam or just do this?
The second.
I agree. I agree, right? So copy those rules down. Guys, I have a bunch of rules you need to know. So 1 and 2. Let's look at another one. If I have a to the power m, right, raised to the power n, then that would, then, okay, so guys, check this out, right? If multiplying meant that we added the powers, subtraction meant that we minus the powers. What are the two operations we didn't touch on as yet?
Multiplication and division.
Right. Multiplication and division. Multiplication and division kind of combine, right? So here we're gonna happen. If you're raising a power to a power, you multiply. So this will be a to the power m multiplied by n. And let me give you a quick example. So Shayna, give me an example, right? So give me an example of a number raised to a power, raised to another power. Fast.
Um, 2 to the power 4 by 2.
Okay, no problem. 2 to the power 4 raised to the power 2. That's what it's a number.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, great. So, Shayna, if you have 2 to the power 4 raised to the power 2, what does that mean? If I had 5 to the power 2, what would that mean? Tell me, Shayna. 5 squared. What does that mean?
5 squared, 5 times 5.
Okay. So if I have 2 to the power 4 in brackets squared, that would mean what by what?
You multiply the two powers, 4 by 2, 8.
Wait, a hard rain just saw come down. Let me just, it's real loud. Are you hearing any rain?
No.
Okay, that's shocking. Um, well, I hearing you guys, which is the important part, right? So yeah, Shayna, you understand that 5 squared would be 5 by 5. So if I have 2 to the power 4 squared, that would be what by what? Shayna, do you think it would be 2 to the power 4 multiplied by 2 to the power 4? Do you all think that's correct?
So it will be 2 times 2 all to the power 2.
Let's say that again.
2 times 2 all to the power 2.
2 times 4 to the power 2.
No, no.
Say it back.
I say 2 times 2 all to the power 4 if you break it up.
2,
All to the power 2, sorry. If you're breaking it up out of the brackets. Well, 2 times 2 all to the power 2 if you're doing that. But yeah.
wait, take your time. So you have it, right? So you understand that 5 to the power 2 means 5 by 5, right? That's real easy. Makes sense.
Yes, sir.
So what's inside the brackets over here this time?
2 times 2.
No, not 2 times 2. That would be 2 to the power 4 by 2 to the power 4.
Oh, sorry, so crap.
You understand why I just get a little confused sometimes? You have the right thing in your head, but you tell them the wrong thing. Yeah. So I feel like you understand it, it's just sometimes they will tell them the wrong thing. Right? And shame. If we doing this, right? We now have the same base being multiplied. So what would you do with the powers?
Add them.
Add them, right? So you end up with 2 to what power?
2 to the power of 6. Oh, sorry, 8. Sorry, 8.
Right, 2 to the power 8. So here it is. Um, over here we utilize 2 rules, but we could just use 1 rule for that. So, Shay, do you understand that when you're raising a power to a power, you have to multiply the powers?
Yes.
Great. So copy those rules down and we'll move on. All right, so Shay, use the flash of the group. So As soon as you have everything, tell me, right? Um, Serena, as soon as you have everything as well copied down, you go Tama, Isaiah. Isaiah, this is real easy stuff. Let me give you a difficult question. Right? I trust like you know all of this already. Let me get a nice question.
Finish right now.
Finish. Sheena. I know Sheena's copied down real fast. Tell me. You need a little more time to copy down?
No, sir.
All right, Serena, what about you?
She said she's done in the chat.
You're in falling real hard by me. What she say?
She said she completed everything in the chat.
Okay, great. Well, let me move on then. So the other thing you need to keep in mind is that, so okay, shape. You see how we have 1 over a to the power n? If you take the a to the power n and you bring it up to the top, what's going to happen is you're going to end up with 1 multiplied by a to the power minus n, which is just a to the power minus n. So if you take something and you change its position, then the sign for the power is going to change. Tell me if you understand that.
Yes, sir.
Okay, this is a very important one. In physics, sometimes you go see things like ms minus 1. Another way I could write ms minus 1 would be m all over s. Shay, tell me if that confuse you.
No,
Okay,
because the negative one makes it so that the S is at the bottom.
right, because in the bottom here, this is understood to be s to the power 1. But if you bring it up to the top, it would be m multiplied by s to the power minus 1. So that's how we get the ms minus 1. So I will give you all a couple examples. I'll use physics examples, right? So example, if we have meters per second, we can write that as, so this would be m over s, right? And this would be understood to be s to the power 1. And so if I take the s to the power 1 and bring it up, this will be m, right? S minus 1. What about, right, so I want you all to write this for me in terms of negative powers. Or you could just call it out for me. What would m slash second squared be? By the way, Isaiah, I sent you a question on the form for chat. You can attempt the question and send the answer to me. Right? Shayna, do you know what m slash second squared would be in terms of a negative power? Shayna?
MS minus 2.
Yeah, ms minus 2. Great. Okay, so it would seem that everybody understands this, right? Let's move on to another one. Now let me hear all that. What do you think a to the power 0 would be equal to? Let me hear all that. What do you think a to the power 0 will be equal to?
1.
Do you know why it would be equal to 1? I want you to be honest with me. Do you know why it's 1? Or you just know it's 1? Shina, do you know why it's 1? can I hear Sheena? She, you know why it's equal to 1? Why everybody real quiet. Isaiah, do you know why any number to the power of 0 is 1?
No.
Nope. Serious. Okay. Shay and Sheena and Serena, are you all there? You're a bit quiet.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Serena, I just heard you nice. Shay, I see you on mute, but I'm not hearing anything.
I think it would be the same because it's only one power, if that makes sense. I don't know how to explain it.
What's your justification?
Like if it's to the power one, it's just one. So you're not multiplying it by itself to anything. It's one itself.
That's a very good analogy. I like that. I like that. Because if you just have a number to the power of 0, that means you're not multiplying it by anything, so just one. But there's a better way to think about it. So Shay, um, I want to show you an example, right? Let me start off with something like 4 over 4. Shay, now what would 4 over 4 be? So Shay, I'll do another example with you, right? So Shay, now, what is 4 over 4 equal to?
1.
Nothing hard about that, right? Um, it's possible to write 4 as 2 to the power 2 nth.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So Shayna, um, over here we have 2 squared divided by 2 squared. Now, from the rules you learned previously, by the way, we know this is equal to 1, eh? We know that is equal to 1. We know that 4 over 4 is equal to 1. Right? And Shayna, from the rules you just now learned, if you have the same base to a power divided to the same base to a power, what would you do when you're dividing powers?
I subtract the powers.
So this would work out to be 2 to the power 2 minus.
2.
All right. And what would 2 minus 2 be?
0.
Right. And we established at the start that 4 over 4 was equal to 1.
Yes, sir.
And so what? 2 squared over 2 squared, which this is still 4 over 4, right? This is still 4 over 4. You're just looking a bit different. And so 2 to the power 0, that's still 4 over 4. So what is 2 to the power 0 equal to? What we know that equal to?
1.
Yeah. Shay, you understand?
Yes, sir.
So Shay, let me do an example, right? Give me two numbers. Any had to be the same number, yeah? Obviously, because we're at year 1. Give me two
8
numbers.
and 8.
8 and 8. Okay. 8 over 8. What is 8 over 8?
1.
Okay. And I could write 8 as 8 to the power 1 all over 8 to the power 1.
Yes.
I do any madness there or I still seeing.
It's the same.
I still seeing, right? And it's
Yeah.
the same thing. You have the same base to a power and you're dividing. Keep in mind that we know for a fact that is equal to 1. So we know that is equal to 1, right? And also remember, you're dividing same base. Where do you do the powers? How do you do the powers?
You minus them.
What would you do?
Minus powers.
Minus them, right? So 1 minus 1 is what?
0.
And did I change? Okay, so 8 to the power 0, doesn't that still mean 8 over 8?
Yes.
And what we know 8 over 8 will be equal to?
1.
Right. And so that is why any number to the power 0 is 1 because you're dividing it by itself. Isaiah, you understand?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So now all you know why anything to the power 0 is 1 because you're just dividing a number by itself. Great. So it have two more indices. Have two more rules how to share for indices. Two more rules. Right? But the rules really not that hard to remember. Um, did you all copy down 4 and 5 as well as the example? Tell my guys. 4 and 5.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay, so then you will just have to copy down 6. So copy down 6. Any number to the power 0 is 1. Oh shit, I now see the message on WhatsApp. I guess you do this something already.
Yes.
Okay, good. So we're gonna do a side quest over here. And we're gonna do a side quest. So if I show you that 1 over a to the power n would be equal to a to the power minus n, right? That's what I'll show you guys. What do you all think x to the power minus 1 over 1 could be written as? So what's another way I could write this? So look at what I did in the first example. I took the base and I brought it to the top. By bringing it to the top, the sign for the power changed. So, if I have x to the power minus 1, and I wanted that power to be positive, why would I have to send the x to the power minus 1?
The denominator.
Exactly. So I would now end up with 1 all over. I had 1 here, so I just put back the 1, right? And this would now read x to the power 1, right? 1x is the same thing as x, so we could just write 1 over x. Simple, right? Some of you understand that. Cool, cool. So when I have everything on the screen copy down, just tell me, right? Just tell. Right? Does everybody have everything on the screen copy down?
Yes.
Yeah, well, shit, I know you a speed demon, right? Shayna and Serena. Yeah,
Yes, sir.
yeah, okay, cool. Let's look at some more rules. Let me see if I can figure this out, right? If I have A over B to the power M, what do you all think that would be equal to? Let me hear some suggestions.
A to the power of m over b to the power of m.
Right. You know this real similar to, like, if you had the square root of 2 over 3, and I could write that as root 2 over root 3. Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's the exact same thing over here, right? And you're probably wondering why. I was sure why just now. Square roots we could write square roots as a power. Matter of fact, you could write any third to a power. So that's why it's the same rule. This is where the rule comes from. So a to the power m over b to the power m. And an example of this would be, let's just say I have 2 over 3 to the power a half. That would be equal to 2 to the power a half, 3 to the power a half. Right? 8 Okay, so Sheena, rule number 8. I'm saying that the nth root of something will be equivalent to a to 1 over that root. So Sheena, if I had, so my question for you is, if I had the square root of 5. Now square root is understood to be what root? If you had to say. So we know that the cube root is 3. What do you think the square root would be? Sheena, make a guess. What do you think the square root would be?
So what you want to know?
Say that again. I didn't hear. Like
No, I'm asking what you want to know.
I want to know. So okay, if the cube root would be the third root, what do you think the square root would be?
The second.
Right, the second, right? So the square root of 5 would be 5 to what power? So it's 1 over n. Whatever the degree of the third is, you're gonna put 1 over that. So this is our square root. So it's gonna be 1 over what?
1/2.
Right. Great. Cool. Last rule. Do any of you all here like art maths? I personally love art maths and any maths, but like, have anybody here that like maths, or they just doing it because all they had to do it? Or like, to be very honest, shit, do you like art maths, or like you just doing it because you had to do it?
In the middle.
In the middle,
Yeah.
okay. I pray that I'll convince you to be a little more to the like maths side. Yeah. Isaiah, what about you?
Some topics fun.
Say that again.
Some topics fun.
Some topics, yeah. An example of a not fun topic is statistics. Statistics real boring. I find statistics real boring, right? You're not gonna get me to sit down and do statistics.
And sequences and series.
Okay, I love sequences and series. Okay. Yeah. Serena, I see that you like maths. Nice. Nice. I like that. Right? Shina, based on the response, I guess then you don't really like the hard maths. I guess you don't really like the hard maths. So let me,
Not yet.
not yet. I understand. Don't worry. The first time I write hard maths, I got 45 out of 100. Yeah. So I just putting that out there. And then the other times I wrote it, well, I get 90 and 100 and thing. But like the first time I write hard maths was not good. Was not good. Take a little while. And it will take a little while for you guys as well. Right? So the cube root of 5 to the power 2. Could somebody tell me how I would write that in indices form? So we have a cube root of 5 squared. So here what shape? Let's do it in parts, right? Let's do this in parts. What is a cube root? Shay, what's a cube root? That is the cube root. The cube root would mean, are we raising 5 squared to what power?
3.
No. Watch. The nth root would be written as 1 over n. What degree of third is this? This is the cube root, so it should be 5 squared 5 squared to the power what over what?
1/3.
1 over 3, yes. So I know it's a lot and it's looking like a lot. Things went crazy fast, but look at it. If you have the square root, it will be 1 over 2. If you have the cube root, it will be 1 over 3. If you have the fourth root, what do you think that will be?
1/4.
Right, so you get the memo, right? So you understand that inside the cube root, you had 5 squared. Yes or no?
Yes.
So you understand that since it was inside, you had to put it in brackets. That whole thing was inside, so you put the whole thing in brackets. Nice. And then we were cube rooting that this entire thing. So you understand why we put this in brackets to the power 1 over 3?
Yes.
Nice. Now you have a power to a power over here. That's where you have a power to a power. Anytime you have a power to a power, what do you do with the powers?
You multiply them.
Right. So this would be 2 multiplied by a third. So what's 2 by a third?
2/3.
Right. So you understand where this last rule comes from?
Yes.
After you saying this, yes, a certain kind of way. It making me
No.
it make me feel like you're a little unconfident about it. A little. It's like you know the meme where the monkey looking like okay, I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, but like the monkey, I'm not gonna attempt to draw that. Wait, let me show you what I'm talking about. This is the vibes. The answer given, man. All right, so check your chat. Check your chat. This is the vibe I'm guessing. Yeah. Right? And at some point in times, I get in this vibe. Not specifically from you, but right. So Shayna, which picture do you relate to? The monkey or the dog?
Both at times, but nothing.
Okay, we had to make a meme where the monkey closes its eyes. I'll go do that. Yeah. All right, so Shayna, I have a question for you, right? If I had the fourth root of 9 to the power 7, that would be what? How would I write that? That would be 9 to what power? Do you know how you would do you know how you would write that?
9 to 4/7.
Exactly. Right. Cool. So this is it for the rules of indices. This is it. Right? So all we had to do now, we just had to do some questions. Right? Questions and we'll be good. Mhm. Um, is there anybody at all confused by this indices thing? Anybody? Or like we good?
I'm fine with it.
Right? Okay, nice. Well, I will see, right? When I give all the questions, I'll see that. See. So yeah, have everything copied down. Tell my guys, yeah, no.
I copied it.
All right, nice. Isaiah, did you get through with the question that I sent on the chat?
So I sent it to you.
Oh, okay, okay. Let me check it out. Okay, I noticed that you got one answer, but there's another answer. So 3 to the power x will be equal to 5. Isaiah, did you see my video on logs? I'm not sure how much are you guys following me on TikTok. Anybody here following me TikTok?
Me.
You? Anybody else? Any others see TikTok videos? You? Okay, Serena, nice, nice. Um, Shay and Shayna, they didn't see the TikTok pages yet.
I
Yes.
don't use TikTok that much.
Oh, are they following or?
I don't use TikTok that much.
Okay, well, that's all right. Well, Isaiah, if you looked at the logs video, you would know what to do over here. So here what Isaiah. So one of my solution is 3, right? So to get 3, you would say 3 to the power 1 to get 3. So Isaiah, you with me? If you want to get 3, 3 to the power 1. You said y was equal to 3 to the power x. So to get back 3, you would say 3 to the power 1. So x was equal to 1. You following, Isaiah?
Yep.
Right. Now the hard part with this, so like watch. So you had 3 to the power x is equal to 3. Ladies, what would I have to raise 3 to get 3? 3 to what power is 3?
1.
Right? So x would be equal to 1 and this one is real easy, right? Okay. But ladies, if I asked you what I had to raise 3 to get 5, all you know what that is? All you know where I had to raise 3 to get 5? Yeah or no? So Shay, let me go through it, right? Um, what is 3 by 1? No, what is okay. Let me start off with 3 by 3.
That's 9.
Okay, what about 3 by 3 by 3?
27.
What about 3 by just 3 there? Just 3. 3 to the power 1.
3.
Okay, so if 3 to the power 1 is 3 and 3 to the power 2 is 9, then my answer for x has to be in between what two values?
1 and 2.
Has to be between 1 and 2. But here the thing, Shay, do you know what value they're gonna be exactly?
No.
No, I don't know that. Isaiah, you know that?
No.
So this is where the log function comes into play. I was telling my TikTok video. That TikTok video was real bad. That was a real bad video. Yeah, I will send it. I will show you here over here too. Right? But it's really well explained in that video. So check this. The logarithm function is goated it real bad. So Isaiah, you see how we can figure out what you had to raise 3 to get 5? Well, the logarithm function doing that for us very easily. So we get the calculator here. And so Isaiah, if I want to figure out what x is, I would say log to the base, right? So I would say log to the base. So in this question, what's the base? We have 3 to the power x. Tell me, Isaiah, what's the base?
3.
3. And you see 5, you would call 5 the argument, right? The 5 is what you're trying to get. And do you agree with me? We're trying to get 5.
Yep.
So we're going to put log base 3, 5 and watch. Watch, look at that. Look at that. Shay, remember, and we said the answer will be between 1 and 2.
Yes.
What are they giving us?
Between 1 and 2.
But wait, it gets really cool. Check this out. I'm gonna store this value, right? I'm gonna store this value. So shift store, wait, um, shift store, right. Okay, so Shay, if the answer is correct, right? So if 1.4649735207 is correct, then 3 to that power is supposed to give me what? 3 to that power is supposed to give me what? If the answer is 1.464973 whatever, then 3 to that power is supposed to give me what?
5.
5, right? So fingers crossed. You think it can work?
It should.
It should, right? So let me see. Recall A. Bam. Get back 5. Logs is insane. Maybe we could try a harder one, right? So I'll give you a little prelude to logs. What if we okay, Serena, give me a crazy number, like a real crazy number. Okay, wait. Shayna, I want you to give me a base. You give me a base. So just give me a number. So Shayna, just give me a number.
8.
8, okay. 8 to the power x. And Serena, you knock yourself out. Give me a crazy number.
192.
192. Shayna, if I ask you what I would have to raise 8 to get 192. And you're gonna scratch your head.
Yes, sir.
I gonna scratch my head. But the log function would allow us to calculate the answer. Before we do anything though, let's just try out something. Shayna, what is 8 to the power 1? 8 to the power 1 is what?
8.
8. What is 8 to the power 2?
I'm sorry, 64.
Right? 64. You don't want to say sorry. Right? What is 8 to the power 3?
512.
So let me ask that question, Shayna. Wait, between what two values do you think our answer is going to be? So we want to get 192. We want to get 192. Between what two values do you think our answer is going to be between? What power?
Between the 8 squared and 8 cubed.
Right. So our answer for x would be either between 2 and 3. So that make perfect sense, right? Yeah or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so Shayna, I want you to tell me, we're going to use the log function to figure out the power. So Isaiah, I think you could figure out your answer from there, right? Anytime you have a weird number and you want to find the answer, just use the log function. So log is just the inverse operation of exponents. Indices, exponents, same thing. So Shayna, I want you to tell me what the base is. So we have 8 to the power x. What's the base over here?
8.
So I'm going to say log base 8. What is the argument? The argument is what we're trying to find.
192.
Okay. And we said that the answer, before I reveal the answer, we said that the answer will be in between 2 and 3. Okay, I put 792. 192, I mean. Yeah, so I said it. So Shayna, we said that the answer will be in between 2 and 3, right?
Yes,
Bef-
sir.
Before we get the answer though, I just want you to guesstimate. Wait, you think it could be 2 point what? 2 point what?
Um,
Let me see how good he is at guessing.
ta.
If
Um,
Get this, if you guess correctly, tell your parents the number for the lotto and try the lotto. Yeah. And
um,
if you win, give me a little okay. Whatever the power is, give me that by 1,000. Yeah.
um,
Yeah. So 2 point something, what? Summer, 2 point,
um, 5. I don't know. I
2.5.
don't know.
Nah, I feel like it will be a little less. Oh wow. Okay. Okay. Wait. You're real good at this boy. Shayna, go play the lotto one time. Go play the lotto one time, boy. God. So you gotta give me $2,528 if you win the lotto.
Of course.
Yeah, yeah. Right? But like, Shayna, I don't think that's crazy. So here what? If we correct, right, Shayna? When I raise 8 to 2.528, what's supposed to get?
192.
Let me see if that's the case. So I'm gonna store the exact value, right? I'm gonna store the exact value in my calculator, right? So I store it under A. So A is 2.528, whatever that is. Right? Now we're gonna raise 8 to that power. Recall A. Bam. Shit, you can't someone that not cool, eh? That kind of cool. That's like magic, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that kind of cool. You share the excitement, or like nah. Like
Yes.
okay, cool. Maths is getting me really excited. I really like maths, right? But Isaiah, tell me if you understand the the, the concept of logs.
Yeah. Hmm?
You understand it, right?
Yeah.
So if you want to figure out what power you'd have to raise a number to get a number, you would put log of the base to the argument, and you would get the power. Simple. Great. Let's keep pushing. We do a little side quest over there. All right. Great. So let me give you some questions regarding indices, and we'll move on. All right. So first batch of questions. I want you all to write your answer in index form. That's the proper way to call it. So, write your answers in index form. So, by the way, guys, if all you have any TikTok ideas for me, all you could tell me, right? Like, if all you have any cool TikTok ideas, I know like all you younger than me, so maybe all you might be a little more creative now. All you go be in touch with the brain rot and the memes and thing. So, like, if all you have any good ideas, all you go tell me. Yeah. Shina, I feel like you have some good ideas, some good ideas for TikTok.
I don't know what I.
Hmm. It's how you guess that way. Way. You're bad. Yeah. Right? Okay, so I'm gonna give all some questions. I want to write an index form. What do I mean by index form? By index form, I'm talking about a base star power. That's literally it. So let me give all the questions. So you know how it is go. We starting off easy than a train into the ocean. 2 by 3, 2 to the power 3 by 2 to the power 5, multiply by 2 to the power minus, actually. Here what? All you think this easy, and I should just troll into the ocean one time, or they want to start off baby. Like baby. Let me know. What do you feel I should do? She, throw you into the ocean without a life jacket, or give you a life jacket?
That
Oh,
I don't mind the ocean.
I can't hear what you're saying.
I don't mind the ocean that much.
You think I should throw you into the ocean?
I guess.
Okay. I wouldn't overdo it, right? Okay. Nah, I feel like I'm overdoing it. There was one, I don't remember, there's one other rule. So, guys, check this out fast, eh? Check this out real fast. If I have a dividend fraction and I'm raising the whole fraction to a power, then I would split it up, right? So I can say a to the power m over b to the power n. So let me see if I could figure this out. If I have ab to the power m, how will you think I could write that? Tell me fast, she. How you think I could write ab to the power m?
A to the power n multiplied by b to the power of m.
Right. Great. Nice. Okay. So it shouldn't be cooked then. It shouldn't be cooked. So I want the answer as simplified as possible. As simplified as possible. Now, you all are a very smart group of kids, so um I trying to, appeal to all of the intellectual levels. Y cube. Serena, you seem like you got some good TikTok ideas. You have any? I was thinking about doing one where like I in the bush looking for my ex. Looking for X. And then I'll be like, don't be like this guy. This is how you find for X. Yeah. Oh, you think that's a good idea?
I would probably laugh.
Yes.
Well, the point of it is to make maths a vibe, right? Most people already think maths kind of boring, but maths is very cool. So I'm trying to make it fun. So like it gonna be a video of me like searching in the bush, and I will find X on the ground. I'll like write X on a piece of paper and I'll paste it in the ground. I'll be like, oh my God, I find X. And then it will be like, no boy, you didn't find X. This is why you find for X. Yeah, something along those lines. Okay, so I gave you all 5 questions. I'm gonna give you all how much time, boy? Serena, how much time you think I should give you all?
8 minutes.
8 minutes? Okay. No, I should ask Shina. I want you to make a bet. How much time do you think it would take everybody to finish?
Uh,
Yeah.
um, um, I don't know. 5 minutes. I don't know.
Okay, well, go ahead, guys. May the odds forever be in your favor. I don't know if any of you ever watch Hunger Games. That's from Hunger Games.
I love Hunger Games.
Big up yourself, big up yourself. You read the books?
Yes, I have them next to me.
Okay, cool, cool. Is a legend then. Right,
Yeah.
so 7 minutes and 16 seconds, go. See how much you could figure out in that time. Right? So Isaiah, in that question, if the full thing was 6 marks, you'd have gotten 5 marks. Understand, Isaiah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Right? Isaiah, do you think you could find the log of a negative number?
No.
No. And do you think you could understand why now? Or you're still iffy about it?
I'm not sure.
Okay, so the log function allows us to figure out what power you'd have to raise a number to get the argument. So, Isaiah, understand what I say? In this question, we wanted to figure out 3 to what power is 5, and
Yeah.
yeah, and we use the log function to do that for us. So the log function told us, okay, you had to use the power. I don't remember the exact value. If you're given your answer, right, Isaiah, in AdMaths, they typically want the answer in exact form. So you should write like log over log. If you're writing your answer to 2 decimal places, then put to 2 decimal places. But Isaiah, the whole point about it was, didn't the log function give you the power you have to raise the number to get 5?
Yeah.
Is there any power you could raise a number to get a negative number?
No.
No. Let me examine that. If you raise a number to the power 0, again.
1.
Okay, if you raise a number to a negative power, again. That's what F. F.
A fraction.
A fraction. If you raise a number to a fractional power, you're gonna get thirds. So there's really no power that would give you a negative number. So if there's no power that would give you a negative number, you think you could find the log of a negative number?
No.
No, because the log function is telling you the power. And since there's simply no power to give you a negative answer, then you can't find the log of a negative number. It just don't work. So trust I understand it now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So like if you want to flex on them in the exam, it could be like you cannot find the log of a negative number because there's no power that would give you a negative number. You could flex on them like you shouldn't understand it. Mhm. By the way, I was trying to watch Superman, but like I only getting like bad quality recorded versions, and again like a good copy. You think it was a good movie?
Um, I find for most of the movie he was trapped in the place,
He was doing
and
what?
they didn't show him. I don't want to show too much spoilers.
But you're saying the whole movie, you just find like
He didn't get enough screen time, and I find the action.
you didn't find he had enough screen time?
Yeah.
Okay. Hmm. Well, the cover page showing a bunch of people, showing a bunch of different cast members, so I wouldn't be surprised if he didn't get more screen time. Yeah, Isaiah, you could just put invalid in brackets, but now you know why. You could write undefined, invalid, but it's crazy how much things you just do in school, and they don't tell you why you just do it. Yeah, but now you know. So, Shay, if you're in an airplane and somebody asks you if you're a doctor, are you gonna say yes?
No,
No. Because do you know how to deliver a baby?
no.
No. So you learn a lesson. If you're not sure about something, don't say yes. Because it could wound you up in some weird scenarios. And that would apply to life too. Somebody asks you if you know how to drive, and you say yeah, and you don't know how to drive, you're gonna crash the car. So be careful where you say yes to. So if in future references ask if you understand a concept and you say, yeah, I expect you to be able to explain it. If you don't understand it, say no. I tell you, I have 2 minutes remaining. Cool. Time's up. Let's go. All right, so I'm here. Ladies, how was it? I really trolled into the ocean with this one. Did we figure out anything? We figure out
So
it.
I'm on the last question.
Okay. Sheena, Serena, how was it?
I'm on the last question.
Oh, Serena actually here, yeah. Like it was a decent volume too,
Well, don't ask me.
right? Let's say that again.
So that was me.
It kind of sounded like Serena. I was like real quiet, but I was able to hear. Okay. Well, never mind. So Sheena, you have any last question?
Yes, sir.
Again, through the last question though.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay, would. All right, so as soon as you all are done with the last question, let me know so I could jump straight into the corrections. So yeah, if you find out going too fast, like just throwing a little too deep into the ocean, you're gonna tell me, right? Is it like okay? Like
Oh,
is
I
it
already did this before, so
okay? So like you're okay with the quote unquote hard questions?
yeah.
Okay, great. Okay, I'll get a really hard question for you then.
Oh,
Yeah, don't worry. Yes. Shina, you didn't do this as yet. I think it was
I know most of these rules. We did it in maths actually. Well, not in school. Um, in lessons. I was in lesson form too.
okay.
Like,
Okay, cool. Cool. All right, so this is not that bad for you, right?
not
All right, so guys, we finished. I see. Okay, so Serena, let's see what you have for my here. Right, so Serena, the first one is correct, right? Second one, yeah, the second one is correct as well. So Serena, you find this easy, ends like this stuff moderately easy, right?
Yeah.
Is it just me or odd maths a lot more fun than regular maths? Or like, am I just crazy?
I agree.
Yeah. Maths, I feel like yeah, it's always beating around the bush. But like odd maths is just like just maths, it's just maths. Yeah. Right. You got the third one correct. Question 4. You raise everything to the power 4. Nice. Okay. Right. All right. So Serena, let me know if you hear now.
Yes, sir.
Okay, here it is, right? You see how you converted 8 to the power 4 to 8,000, I mean to 4,096,
Yes, sir.
and you convert 60. Here what you could do, right? You could say 8 to the power 4, leave it like that, and you could write 64 as what?
E to the power 2.
And I think you could see where you could go from there. So
Yes, sir.
you divide you have the same base, dividing, you line up with 8 to the power 4 minus 2, and that'll be 64. No hard maths or anything. Yeah. Mhm. Shay, I feel like I'm looking into space. There's a black hole over there.
no, I crossed it out because I wrote number 4 and then I wrote some like crap of it, so
Okay. All right. So Shayna and Shay, let me see how correct you guys are. So Serena, the last question I didn't check. So you could tell me if you did it correctly when we do this on the board. So Shayna, let me start off with the first one.
oh, okay.
So we have the same base and we multiplying on top, right? Anytime you have the same base and you're multiplying, what do you do with the powers? Same base,
Sorry,
multiply,
yeah, Adam.
adding them. So that'll be 2 to the power 3 plus 5. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Cool. And then we have 2 to the power minus 1. Now, is 2 happy over here? Look at it. Look at the little negative sign. Is it happy over here?
I guess not.
Say that again.
No, sir.
No, it vex, real vex. So we should send it on top. If we send 2 to the power minus 1 on top, right? So 3 plus 5 is 8. So you send it on top. So you multiply, right? That will turn to 2 to what power?
1.
Right. Now it's happy. It's real happy now. It's staying on top, right? So you had it again, you're gonna use the same rule, same power. I mean, what's same base, same multiplying, and you add any powers. So that's gonna be 8 plus 1 is 9. Easy, right?
Yes, sir.
Cool. I guess then you got this correct.
Yes, so you have no scared that my answer is wrong.
No. Don't worry. If I do something wrong, I will spot it and I will admit it. Is it that because I start off a little different from you?
No, it's because yes, you know what, it's how you say it. I thought like, okay, my answer is wrong and added.
Oh. So let me do number 2 as well one time, right? So we have a fraction here, and everything is in brackets to the power 4. So let's split this up, right? Let's split it up. So I could split this up into what? You tell me. So like, I'm gonna remove the brackets and do what? See if you can tell me.
X to the power 4, and then y squared to the power 4, and then x to the power 4.
Excellent. Right? Probably notice something could cancel off, right?
Yes, the x.
Yeah. That's one that could cancel off. And we really, so I could get rid of the fraction sign, right? Nice. Right? And so you end up with y squared to the power 4. Anytime you have a power to a power, you multiply. So that's going to be y to what power?
8.
Right. Because you 8 with that question. You mash it up. Right. You gotta be a little excited and you gotta celebrate the little wins, the little victories. You gotta give them a little yay. And you gotta throw in some energy into it. Your song
That's it.
is like I had to tell your mother, give the girl food, give she energy. You sound like you're sleepy. Come on. The energy. I had to hear the energy, right? So
Right.
right. Question 3. Is a similar case. We're multiplying everything in brackets to the power 2. How we gonna work that out? So,
So multiply the powers.
so is this what you're thinking? Yeah? No?
Yes.
Is this what you're thinking? Is this the answer?
Yes.
So that's the answer I have.
Yes.
Yeah? Okay, you're actually wrong this time. Let me take it one step at a time. If I'm dividing, notice that I applied the power of 4 to everything. So I would have preferred if you had this extra step. So I'm gonna put in the extra step, right? So I'm gonna write xy squared to the power of 4 all over x to the power of 4. And then you would have had this line. So you'll see why I'm stressing on that just now. So, Miss Solomon, I want you to explain to Shayna why this isn't correct.
So I see my error already, but yeah.
Let's say that again. Yeah.
I think I saw my error, but yeah.
Okay. Um, tell me. What's the error I make?
I was also supposed to square the 8 because it's everything in the brackets to the power 2.
Right. So it really is supposed to be 8 squared x to the power 3 squared. What is 8 squared?
64.
64. X cubed to the power 2. That'll be x to the power
Oh, sorry, so 6.
6. Right. So, Shay, have more question 4, right? Have more question 4. So how we gonna do question 4 there, Shay?
You deal with the brackets numerator first.
Okay, so that'll be 8 to what power?
8 to the power 4 and x to the power 4 over 6 before x to the power 2.
Hear what, right? I see an 8 to the power 4. is there any way I could write 64 e to some power,
64 could be a to the power 2.
right? Yeah. And then we have x squared. Now, notice something. We have we have 8 here, same base, dividing. Same base, we dividing. So we could write that as 8 to the power 4, what? So we divided,
Minus 2.
right? Then x to the power 4.
Minus 2.
Mhm. So that's just going to be 8 squared, x squared. And we know that 8 squared is 64, 64 x squared. Understand? Let me know.
Yes.
All right. And Serena, if you could unmute, I will have more the last question.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And by the way, we should write this as we shouldn't leave it as 2 to the power 9. I mean, we could write, we know what 2 to the 9 is. 2 to the power 9 is 512. So yeah, with 512. Right. Yeah, so Serena, on top, tell me how we gonna handle that.
Okay, so first I dealt with the numerator, so x to the power 5 multiplied by 4,
Right?
and then y to the power 3 multiplied by 2, and then the denominator x to the power 3 multiplied by 2,
Mm-hmm.
and y to the power of 2 multiplied by 2, and then I got in the next line I put x to the power of 20, and
Right.
then y to the power of 6, and then in the denominator I put x to the power of 6 and y to the power of 4. And since it's division, you could subtract, so x to the power of 20 minus 6 and y to the power of 6 minus 4. And my final answer, I got x to the power of 14 and y to the power of 2.
Okay, so Shay and Shayna. Oh, they sound like twins, you know. Oh, they sound like twins. Um, yeah, I think that's true.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay. How will they find out is right? Like I can write neater or like this good?
That's fine.
It's fine. Okay, good. So this was obviously way too easy. I really need to stop giving all the easy questions like this. That was probably like a kiddie school. What am I doing? I'm not even serious at this point. Let me give it a let me step things up. What are you really doing? Right? So while I write in the questions down, I could begin, right? Don't wait on me. Just jump straight into it. Right, so Isaiah, these are some questions that you could attempt as well, right? Because they I wouldn't say they're hard, they just but it's good exercise for you. So you could try these questions I given them. Right. Mm. Yeah, so shit, these questions looking a little less kiddie spool, like looking more like in the deeper in the water.
For sure.
Okay, that's great. That's great. You see, I have a heart. I'm not so wicked one time. But I give away this question at the start, or they'll probably be like, I hate this man. Right? 80 power minus one. So Isaiah, you can try these questions and some of your answers. These are questions that you could actually benefit from. So I give you only 10 minutes for these set of questions. Right? 10 minutes. Cool. Enjoy. So guys, if you end up with something like 2 to the power 3, you could simplify the next line by saying that's 8, right? So keep that in mind. Okay, so Shina, which question you reach?
Hi, what is this one?
Which question did you reach?
3. Why?
You reached question 9?
No.
Big up yourself.
Yeah, about to start question 9.
Oh, big up yourself. Nice, nice. Right, so I doubt we're gonna start in exponential equations today, but definitely next class. So by next class, we should wrap up indices and incorporate it with logs, right? And we should be finished with logs and indices by the end of the holidays. So that's like a whole chunk, right? Whole chunk. Um, Next couple of classes, make sure you have graph paper. Shay, I could already see it twisting up your face. Yeah,
How did you know?
I could see, you know. But I think I don't see it on their face, I see it on there. I'm a psychic. I've developed a skill by now. I can see students' faces. Twist up in disgust. Yeah. And you're probably gonna hate the graphs and art maths more than the graphs in
With a
physics.
curvy line.
No, not the curvy line. It's just if you think the scales in physics is bad, wait till you have to do a art maths graph for a log graph. That the scale for that does be kind of annoying. Sometimes you have to break the axis and all kind of thing.
Scale is the worst part.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Trust me. It'll be fine. Right, so Serena, did you do log graphs in school as yet?
No, sir.
Nah? Okay, well, first time for it then. I suppose you all are familiar with y is equal to mx plus c?
Straight line.
Yeah, straight line. So we just use the logarithm function to convert an exponential relationship, like like y is equal to 5 to the power x or something. So y is equal to mx plus c. So obviously, guys, if you plot a graph for 5 to the power x, obviously that wouldn't be a straight line. But through some magic of logs, we're going to end up with a straight line. Crazy, right? Logs real cool. Somehow we're going to end up with a straight line. So look forward for that for the next class and the class after that. Yeah. So Shay, I guess then you finish.
No, I'm still working.
So looking okay. So you like these questions more than the first batch?
No,
I do a little evil laugh just now. All
I
maths,
heard.
all maths teachers have a little evil laugh, you know. All
My
maths.
math teacher have a very distinct one.
Oh, I wouldn't say I that evil, you know. So maybe mine a little more tame. So I don't want you guys to convert the answer to third form. I want you to leave your answer in the index form, right? So if you have like a to the power a half, don't write square root of a. Just leave it as a to the power a half. All right, guys, I have 1 minute remaining. A little more than 1 minute. A little more. So yeah, hope you guys are getting through. All right, so um Isaiah, you hear me?
Yeah,
So here we gonna do, right? So 4. 4 is the same thing as what?
2 squared,
Okay, I can there. 25 is the same thing as what?
5 squared.
Right, I give you a lot of hints there. Figure it out. And well, you have everything to the power 3 over 2, so again, figure it out. Yeah, you could figure it out. I know you could. All right. All right, so the first one is correct. Um, second one is correct. Third one is correct. Check this one out. Hmm. Where did you get 2 over 4 from in question 9 in the numerator?
Um, Oh, I thought it was over.
I feel like you look at the a squared over the a4. I feel like that's what you look at. They get 2 over 4.
Yeah.
But really, it's supposed to be a 2 over 3, right? Yeah or no?
Uh, yeah.
Yeah, a to the power 2 over 3 because a squared to the power third. Right, 2 by 1 is 2 over 3. Right, and then the other one, b power minus 4 over 3 good. A power 4 over 3, b to the power 1 over 3. Yeah, you're doing good. Let me check out the last one. So here what, right? Shape 27. I can write 27 as what number?
That's over 3.
So that again?
Oh, wait, no.
So I want you to stop thinking about just squared numbers. I want you to think about cubic numbers. I want you to think about quartic numbers, um penta numbers. So like in other words, um what is 27? You can think of an example.
Oh, 3 by 3 by 3.
Maybe that might help you, because if 27 is the same thing as 3 to the power 3, maybe that might help you a lot. Because right now we're dealing with indices. And so that's my advice for you. If I look at write a number as some number to a power, do that. It will help you out. So here what? Let we start, right, Shay? So the first one real straightforward. You have something to the power 0. So that whole thing just gonna be what?
1.
That whole thing just gonna be 1, right? For question 7, we have x to the power 18 to the power 7 over 9. So that's just gonna be x to the power 18 multiplied by 7 over 9. 9 into 9 is 1. 9 into 18 is 2. 2 by 7 is 14. So x is gonna be to the power 14. Yeah,
Yes.
right? Question 8. Now there are multiple ways you could work this one. I'm gonna show you all the ways to work question 8. So the first method. So Shay, how did you do this one?
I think I just multiplied the power to everything in brackets and I flipped it because it's negatives.
Nice. I'll show you how to hack though. Right? So this what you did? You would have said 25 to the power minus 3 over 2 all over 4 to the power minus 3 over 2. Yeah or no?
Yes.
Now check this, eh? Let me show you something. So 25 is the same thing as what?
Um, 5 to the power 2. I
Right.
squared.
Did you do that?
No.
Nah. Okay, well, if this was an indices exam, you'll probably lose some marks because we strictly relying on the rules of indices for this. I want you to observe something. What's the denominator over here?
2.
And so if I could write 25 as some number squared, and we would have a situation where the denominator and the numerator would cancel off when you multiply the powers.
So it would just be 5 to the power of negative 3.
Yeah, Yeah. So when you're doing in these kind of questions, you're looking to write the numbers as the base to some number. So like 4. 4 is the same thing as look at the base again. So 4, is it possible to write a base to the power 2 to get 4? Tell me,
Yes, it'll be 2 to the power 2.
right? Um minus 3 over 2. Here what? Is this happy over here? Is it happy over there?
No, it'll be happier in the denominator.
Oh God, that Ed Sheeran song just not come to my mind. You know the song I'm talking about with Marshmallow?
Uh, not at the top of my head.
I gonna go and say I can't sing. There's one thing I can't do. I could do plenty things, but I can't sing. I say for my wedding I had to take singing practices and I'll sing to my wife. I go like learn how to sing. Because that's the one thing I can't do. I have real talents, but singing is just not up there. Anybody here could sing?
I'm in choir, so I hope I can sing.
Say that again.
I'm in choir, so I hope I can sing.
Oh, you're not choir, so you hope you could sing.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, one of these days, here what I should make for math vibes, I should make an intro song. I'll let you sing the intro song. Yeah. Like
What?
that'll be real funny. That'll be real funny. I'm most likely joking, but like if we do it, that'll be funny.
Would be.
Right? So here what? Sheena, can you see that we have negative powers over here? Yeah or no? Tell me, Sheena, are you seeing any negative powers? Hmm. Now here in Sheena. Isaiah, ain't you seeing any negative powers?
Yeah.
Yeah, so if it's a negative power, that means it's not happy with where it is. So you're gonna change its position. Now I see you change the position at the start. Excellent, that's fine. Right? Serena, do you understand what I did so far? I converted 25 to 5 squared because my fractional power had 2 in the denominator. So it makes sense to write it as 5 squared because when I multiply that cancelable. Tell me if you're with me so far. You understand that?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Great.
sir.
So negative power over here, it's not happy. Send it to the bottom. Negative power over here, it's not happy. Send it to the top. Great. So we're gonna end up with 2, 2 to the power 2, 3 over 2. Then we're gonna end up with 5 to the power 2 to the power 3 over 2. Very simple from here, right? Power to power means to multiply 3 over 2 by 2. That's just 2 cubed. In the bottom is gonna be 22 gonna cancel off. 5 to the power 3, 125. Which is okay. I'll do that in the next line. So 8 over 125. Right? And Shay, did I have to use a calculator for any point of this?
No.
But did you use a calculator?
To check over, yeah.
But you see, if you had convert 25 to 5 squared and 4 to 2 squared, would you need a calculator?
No.
Nah. So that's the whole point of in converting into the index form. Trying not to use a calculator. Right? So that's my trick. Look at the power. Look at the denominator specifically. If the denominator is 2, you want to ask yourself, okay, what number squared will give me back 25? So yeah, that's the basic trick I will show you all. Let me move on to 9 and 10. Isaiah, I want you to help me with 9. And Sheena, if you're there, you go help me with 10. All right, and that'll be it for class today. Yeah. All right, so Isaiah, help me with question 9. Oh, I was supposed to show you the other way you could have worked this. So here this, right? So, um, Serena, you see how we have a negative power over here?
Yes, sir.
If you have a negative power, what you could do is you could flip whatever is you could flip whatever is in the inside and make the power positive. So check what I want to do, right? You could have do like this as well. You could have say you gotta start off like this. 4 over 25 to the power 3 over 2, right? And you gotta continue from there. Understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Nice. Cool. Question 9. Isaiah, tell me what to do.
4a squared divided by a to the power 4 is 4a to the power minus 2.
Wait, let me take with time. So, first things first, we have a fraction, and we're raising the fraction to the power a third. So, I'm going to split it up into parts. So, 4a squared b to the power minus 4 to the power 1 over 3, right? So, Isaiah, you're cool with everything here, right?
Yeah,
Okay, now we're going to apply the power of a third to everything inside the brackets. So that's going to be 4 to the power a third, right? Then that's going to be a to the power 2 over 3, and that'll be b to the power minus 4 over 3. So I say, if at any point in time I do something that kind of weird, you tell me. In the denominator, we have a to the power 4b, all to the power a third. So that's going to be a to the power 4 over 3. Then that's going to be b to the power a third. Yeah, no, you okay with everything?
yeah, yeah.
All right. Now 4 to the power a third, that's the same thing as, I can write that as 2 squared. I'm going to just pull aside and do this. Right, so if I do that, I go end up with 2 to the power 2 over 3. Right, we have a to the power 2 thirds and divided by a to the power 4 over 3. So that's going to be a to the power 2 minus 4 all over 3. Shay, did I confuse you there when I said 2 minus 4 over 3?
Oh no.
No? Serena, did I confuse you?
No, sir.
Okay. Right, and Isaiah, this is going to be b to the power minus 4. What? Come on.
Minus 4 take away 1, 1, 3.
Right. Right, and this is going to work out to be 2 minus 4 is what?
Minus 4. I mean, no, 2, 2.
Right, and this going to be b to the power minus 5 over 3. Right, that's the answer. Cool. Right, so everybody okay with this? Like, it wasn't that hard or anything, right? Let me know, guys. Like, it was hard. Is there anything you'd like me to clear up? Anybody? Are we okay?
No.
Okay. Right. Sheena, if you're there, let's tackle question 10 together. So you go on mute and we go start. Guys, is Sheena in class? She check one.
Oh, she's in class.
Well, I'm not hearing her. Sheena, are you there? Can you hear me? Can I hear Sheena? Serena, you want to help more question 10?
Sure, but I was now about to start it.
That is okay. We can do it on the board. That's all right. So here what, right? What do you think is the first thing I should do?
First, you should put the numerator and the denominator in brackets and put them both to the power of 2 over 3.
Right? Mm-hmm.
Um, and then the numerator would be 27 to the power of 2 over 3.
Wait, we had to think smart about this. So all of them going to end up being to the power 2 over 3. So the denominator is 3. You're going to ask yourself, is there any way I can write 27 as some number to the power 3?
Um,
Think. What to the power 3 is 27?
3 to the power 3.
Yeah. So the aim of the game is to try and not use a calculator. That is the game. I mean, that's the aim, right? That's the whole point. We don't want to use a calculator. Right? And then this is gonna be a to the power minus 8 over 3, yes or no?
Yes.
And then this is gonna be, well, I don't want to put brackets, right? And then it's gonna be b to what power?
Negative 16 over 3.
Right? And in the denominator, that's gonna be a to,
Negative 2 over 3.
right? And this is gonna be b to the power,
Negative 4 over 3.
right? So on top, the 3 and the 3 gonna cancel off. So we just end up with 3 to the power 2, which is
9.
9, right? We have a to the power minus 8 over 3. And if you bring up that minus 2 over 3, that will turn to 1.
Minus 10 over 3.
Yeah. No? Take your time. So we have the minus, wait, I don't know why I write a just now. So we have the minus 8 over 3 on top, right? And we have negative 2 over 3 in the denominator. Now, when you put it in the index form, you want everything to be in the numerator. So if I take this and I bring it up, what will happen to the sign?
Oh, it would turn positive.
Yeah, so it'll be minus. So it'll be minus 8 over 3,
Plus 2 over 3.
correct? And then this would be b to the power minus 16 over 3.
Plus 4 over 3.
All right. Then this is gonna work out to be a to the power what?
Negative 6 over 3.
And this is gonna work out to be,
B to the power of negative 12 over 3.
okay. All right. Cool. And so that's gonna be 9a to what power? Tell me, 9a to what power? Hello? Yeah, what is minus 6 over 3?
It would be negative 2.
Right? Negative 2. And minus 12 over 3 is?
Negative 4.
Now let me ask you a question. Are these powers happy over here?
No.
Nah. So you're gonna end up with 9 all over what?
B to the power 2 and B to the power 4.
So when you're wrapping up an index question and you end up with a negative power, you should write it where it's positive. So let me check back at the other questions and see what's going on. So in this question, we should write the answers 2 to the power 2 over 3 all over what?
A to the power of 2 over 3 and B to the power 5 over 3.
Right? So yeah. In your final answer, you shouldn't have negative powers. So just keep that in mind.
Okay.
Right? Shay, did you understand everything I did in this question?
Yes, sir.
Like everything.
Yes, sir.
Isaiah, what about you?
Yeah.
Right? Sheena, this is supposed to be your question. I feel like you're running away from your question. Sheena, tell me if you understand this.
So rain falling. So
right?
okay. And what happened?
I feel like you're
I
running.
was looking up occasionally
I don't know if you're running away from your question, but
from my question.
this question's supposed to be yours. We're supposed to do this together.
So I was trying to figure out my question in my book and I was looking up on the screen occasionally. But rain was falling, I don't know if I could hit, but yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, you want me to go back to the question or like you understand it?
I think I was doing it correctly. I was only, it's not, no, sir. I should be good.
All right. Okay. Now, Serena, there's another way you can work this question out, right? And I'm gonna show you it quickly before we end. So you probably hear word brackets first. And should I hear that, Serena?
Yes, sir.
So what you could also do is you could just work the brackets out first, right? So if you do that, I think it'll be easier. So you have a to the power minus 4, a to the power minus 1. So you would end up with a to the power minus 3. Yeah or no?
Yes, sir.
And over here, you're going to end up with b to the power minus 6. You can already see that it's going to be a lot easier because you're going to end up with 27, right? Which is 3 to the power 3 to the power 2 over 3, a to the power minus 3 multiplied by 2 over 3, b to the power minus 6 multiplied by 2 over 3. So you're going to end up with 3, no, what's saying? You're going to end up with 9, 9a to the power minus 2, right? And b, 3 into minus 6 is minus 2. Minus 2 by 2 is minus 4. And we get, so what do you prefer to do? The first method or the second method?
Second method.
I find so too, right? That's one thing I like about maths. You have multiple ways you could attack a question and get through. So, Shay, which method do you prefer to use? The first one or the second one?
Um, I actually think I prefer the first one.
Oh, okay. Um, that's interesting.
Yeah, no. I don't know.
But I would. So here what I'm gonna do. Let me give all the homework one time. I'm gonna stick. I'll give all the homework one time. So I'll put the homework in purple.
Yay.
Homework. And Isaiah, what's your favorite color?
Sky blue.
Or like this? Or like which one do you prefer? Like one, two, or three?
Street.
Three? Okay. That color, I would mostly use that against a black background. So I will use this blue. Right? So and Sheila, you told me you're too indecisive to pick a color. So you want me to pick a color here?
Sure, sir.
Okay. I feel I will pick orange. Right, so the first question is A1, A power 8, B, e power minus 4, all over 16, A, e power minus 4, B squared. So just a couple things to take away, right? Wait, sir. Shay, you could just remind me to write down some pointers before end class, right? Just remind me to put down some pointers that you should
Don't
know.
forget to put on some pointers.
Hold up, no. When I finish write the question, I write down it fresh on the head. But I might forget it after I write down these questions. Okay. Minus 15, A. And Serena, if she forgets, you can remind me. And well, Sheena, if Serena forgets, you go tell me. And Isaiah, if all of them forget, you go tell me. Right. be 4 minus 5. Honestly, I find all of these indices questions very easy. Like very, very easy. Shay, what do you think? Like it is only look hard, right? But like easy, right? Like, what do you think?
It depends, but most of the time, yeah.
Like I looking at all these questions in the book and I just can't see any ones that will give all their trouble. When you're doing these questions, I don't want to use a calculator. Try to do it strictly with just your head. Mhm. Okay, and I have a bonus question. I'm gonna put this in orange. Hmm. Right. Yeah, I think this last question should be able to stress all your brain out enough. Yeah. What do you think, Shay? Serena? Isaiah?
Yeah.
Shayna?
Sure.
What the last question, okay?
It looks like there's brackets.
And looking like it likely.
And looking, okay, well, I'll call this, you know what, I'll put it in red because every session I'll give a red flag question. Yeah, this is a red flag. Red. I want darker red. Yeah, red. Let me see if I could draw a flag here. Yeah, that would do. Wait, so let me see if I could draw a better red flag. Oh, you like a red flag?
You know, I agree.
Oh no, that is not a red flag. That's a blue flag. Opposites are red. See? Sorry about that. Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna just draw a red flag, actual red flag. Right. Cool. So I will send this one time and there's your homework. So see you guys later for tomorrow for physics. Are they have any feedback? Like, are they enjoying any classes? Like, are they want to go faster? Harder questions? Easier questions? Tell me.
So we were supposed to remind you to give us
You
some
see, look, I
points.
don't forget. I don't forget. See, watch. Old age now. Old age. I ain't even that old. I scared to see what happen when I get like 30 or something. Might not even remember my own name. But I'm gonna manifest that. So here what? When you're doing these questions, you need to know that if you change position, sign changes for the power. You should also try to simplify inside brackets. Simplify inside brackets. Right? Mm. You should always try to, okay, look at the denominator of the power and ask yourself if right. So yeah, guys. Are they enjoying classes, aren't they? Or they could tell me if they're not. She like you find it upsetting or like how you find it going so far?
It's good.
Good? Well, that's great. That's great. Serena, Shayna, Isaiah.
It's good.
It's good. Have anything I can do to make it better? Call you. Anything? Or like it good as it is?
It's good how it is.
Okay, wait. Right? Shayna, you okay with everything?
Yeah, so
Okay, great. Well, that is for class today. See you all tomorrow. Well, some of you guys. And yeah, later everybody. Have a great evening.
Bye.
Yeah.